Hi everyone, here's a video for you to take a look at. If you're having problems with the ball leaking out to the right, take a look at the video on the left side of the screen here and we'll play it through and we'll just make a few notes and point out a few aspects of what I noticed in this gentleman. Okay, a nice move into the ball just before impact. Okay, now at this point here, if we look closely, the club is slightly blurred because of the camera speed, but if we look carefully there, we can see that the club face is still on the open position, or certainly square. There's a high ball flight, and if anything, the ball going to the right. We'll get back a couple of frames here. Also, we can see that his left hand is pointing to the sky. So, there, back of his left wrist, pointing upwards, kind of holding the club face open, and continues that way throughout the swing. So there's a kind of a lack of release of the club face. You can see at that point there, the club face is still pointing upwards. And as we continue through, there's very little space between the left arm and his side, which will reduce his power and certainly his accuracy. And his ball flight will tend to be high and to the right. So what we decided to do, if we take a look on the right hand side here, we had a little chat and explained through the video analysis, and then we made a couple of swings, and this was the result quite quickly after, coming in towards the ball. And once we get to this point here, watch closely, we can see how the back of the left hand now is more, if you like, pointing behind him, and the club face is clearly now much squarer and less open. So in this case here, we can see the club face is pointing here, and on this one we can see now the club face is pointing more this way. So as we continue through the swing, there's more of a gap now between his left arm and his side, extending down towards the target with a straight right arm. Right hand side here we can see how the left arm's pulling around and back, the left wrist still pointing very much upwards in that position, holding the club face open. It would feel very uncomfortable probably, and as if you have no room within your swing to move. On the right here we can see how now the club is beginning to swing much more around him. The right arm is quite obviously in a different position of extension, looks much more flowing, much more powerful. A nice forward position as well, a nice straight spine at the end of the swing, which means he's going to have a longevity in his swing, i.e. his back isn't going to be giving up on him, no soreness in his back. You see how his left leg is also nice and straight. Nice balance as well, which all comes from good movements throughout the swing. So you can see much more forward on the right hand side here. Obviously the strength of the arms is exaggerated slightly, but we need to exaggerate all the movements within the swing if we intend to change So let's go back again. View what's happening. If you're seeing this in your, or feeling this in your swing, it goes like this. This is high, and the ball is into the right. Maybe, just maybe, you might need to do this. You see now where the club face is pointing, and this is called releasing the club. But remember, only doing this if you have a similar fault. Otherwise you might find yourself hooking the ball severely. So, I hope that helps you. If you need any help, you know where I am. And I look forward to seeing you.